everyone who has just logged on for their online workout with FitLife. So we might have some new clients that are joining our online system, and what I would like to mention is we're going to be working on a time period of 40 seconds on today, and we're going to be resting for 15 seconds. So we're going to do a little warm-up quick first, and then I'm going to take you through our 10 exercises, and then we're going to train. So listen out for the fine details when I'm explaining all the exercises to get you through, and we'll look at an easier option and a harder option as well, so you can play around. You may also be able to change that during the workout. If you want to change to the easier option during the exercise, that's good, that's up to you. Okay, so we're going to get you all warmed up today. We have a little bit of core, a little bit of abs, and a lot of hamstring posterior work just to help you out in the postural aspects. And like I say, our resting time is a little bit shorter than normal on 15 seconds. We don't have too much cardio in the workout today, and that is the reason for the shorter rest period, just to create that balance. Okay, so let's get you warmed up first. Like I say, we've got a lot of hamstring work today, so I'm going to spend a bit more time to warm up the hamstrings. Okay, so we're going to start off with the hands in front of the shoulders. We're going to be punching out to the side, rotating the chest. So the back leg now needs to be following with you. Okay, so we're going to stay right there. Now we're going to go from side to side on the leg swings from left to right. So you should feel the side of your bum cheek pulling right now. If not, try to get the leg motion a little bit bigger. Now we're going to change up to the other side. Okay, now we're going to go to the forward and back on the leg swings. So the trick here is to start off small. You're going to pull the toe up towards you. That already should make the hamstring tighter. Once you've got your balance, get the leg swing bigger and a little bit higher. If you can, almost in line with the shoulder, that will be excellent. Okay, now we're going to change over to the other side. Okay, let's pull that toe right up. And now nice and high, almost to the shoulder if you can. Be careful you don't do a backflip. Okay, I'm feeling my hamstrings pulling a great amount in the back. Woo! Stop right there. So we're going to get the knee up, open up the hips and drop. Knee up, open up the hips and drop. So we're going to do a couple of these next. Okay, so from there, we're going to keep the shoulder blades back. We're going to take the hands past the knees. So we're going to push the hips back, keep the spine nice and straight, and then squeezing the bum cheeks to get you back out to the top. Remember to keep the shoulder blades back. And stop right there. Okay, so now we're going to put your toe into the floor. And we're going to make a little circle, warm up the ankles. And circle the other way. Great, on to the other side. Making a circle. And to the other side. Okay, so now we're going to grab the other foot. We're going to grab it behind the bum, knees together. 5 second stretch on the quad. Loosen up slightly. To the other side. Okay, now let's start lifting them from left to right, left to right. Now we're going to go a little bit faster until we go into some butt kicks. So you're going to get your feet right up to your bum. And there we have it. So I'm going to take you through our 10 exercises that we have today. So starting on number 1, we are going to be training the tricep area, a little bit of front of the shoulder and chest, but focusing more on the tricep. Okay, so starting position, hands in line with the chest, push your elbows backwards, and then as you start to press up, push the elbows forward to engage the tricep muscle, drop back down. Remember, you want to keep the elbows to the side of your body here. The easier option, knees are down. The harder option, we're going to keep the knees up. Just like that. Right, then on to number 2. So we're going to definitely need a towel for this. Okay? If you do have some weights at home, bring them through. With the towel row, we're working the middle of the back, holding in a hamstring position. So we're going to roll up this towel. The shoulder blades are back, the feet are going to be under the hips. Okay, now from there we're going to take the towel right down past the knees. So you notice that my spine is going to be nice and straight the entire time. The shoulder blades are locked. We're going to be pulling the towel apart and now squeezing the shoulder blades every rep. Keeping the towel apart at all times. Okay, then on to calf raises, thrusters. So now if you've got very light weights, suggested no more than about 3 or 4 kgs right in front of the shoulders. Elbows are forward, and then as you go into a calf raise on the big toe, pressing up and return back down. Pressing up and back down. So you'll notice my calves and the shoulders are working together here to get you up. Okay, now we're on to number 4. Ski jumps. A little bit of cardio work, working the side of the bum cheeks. Okay, so we're going to be in that bent over position. We're going to be jumping out to the side. The back leg follows. The back leg follows. Okay, so look at what I'm doing with my feet. I've got my rhythm. Now I'm going to bring in some rotation with the chest. Now if you're new to this, you can go really fast with no impact. From side to side, and if you want to step it up a little bit more, a little bit of jumping here, and pushing really hard on the side of the glutes. Now we're on to number 5, plank position. Plank position, please have the hands apart, do not lock them out. So the hands are apart, elbow is under the shoulder. The easier option, we're going to stay on the plank on your knees. Maintain a neutral, straight spine. Do not arch your back. Do not push it up too much. And the harder option, we're going to have the knees off the ground. Then we come on to number 6. Squats 10. So how this is going to work, the easier option here, we're going to go into a regular squat straight for 40 seconds. Okay, otherwise we're going to go 10 seconds on a squat, 10 seconds on the squat jump, and then back to the beginning, 10 seconds regular squat, 10 seconds jumping squat. So ultimately, every 10 seconds we are changing from a regular squat, jumping squat, regular jumping squat. Okay, to refine the squat quickly for the newcomers, we're going to have your feet a little bit wide on the hips and a small rotation out to the side. Okay, so as I drop my height, I'm going to push my hips going back, catching the weight on my heels, squeezing the bum cheeks to get me out of the squat. Very important, pushing on the heels when you're coming out of the squat to involve the glute muscles. Then we back down on the mat for number 7. There we're in a crunch hold position, so the legs are up, crunch hold position, single leg drop. Return back to the top and alternate one at a time. Very important here, no matter if you're coming up or going down, any part of the movement, that lower back needs to be pushing down as hard as possible. So no matter where I am, I'm really pushing my lower back down. If you need to stop and have a rest, rather do that and re-engage with strong muscles again. Okay, then we come on to number 8, single leg hamstring work. So we're going to bend the knee slightly. Okay, we're angling over, right down nice and low, and right back up. So we're going to be squeezing your bum cheeks to get you back up. We're going to go for 20 seconds and switch over to the other side for 20 seconds. Okay, then we're on to a forward and reverse lunge. Like I say, we're working for 40 seconds, so we're going to go 20 seconds per leg. So one leg is fixed, so we're going to go into a forward lunge, straight into the reverse lunge. Forward lunge, reverse lunge. 20 seconds per side. Make sure with a forward lunge that you are not driving your knee over the toe line. Okay, so as you're landing, land on the heel and make sure that the knee is staying behind the toe line. Okay, so just keep looking down to make sure that if you have any kind of knee pains or whatever it may be, you can just stick to a reverse lunge only. Okay, and squeezing your bum cheeks to get you out of the lunge. And that brings us to our famous frog squats on our last one, number 10. So we're going to be in a little bit of a wider stance. The elbows are going to be pushing the knees out. Hands together. We're going to be pushing the bum up and dropping back down. Okay, so let's get ready. Let's get ready to train.
Starting session.
Right, ladies and gents, like you can see on the screen, just over 1 minute to begin our training. Let's get ready. Grab some weights, quickly grab some weights. If you haven't grabbed some weights, have your water ready, a hand towel for the rows, and if you've got any kind of weights anywhere, water bottles, grab them quickly. Okay, so we're going to get into that tricep push-up position, lying down on the mat, hands out to the side of the body, elbows are facing backwards, keeping the knees on the ground, a little easier option. Alright, ladies and gents, here we go. Squeezing those triceps, pushing your elbows forward as you're coming up. Okay, so that's our first one done. Now we need our towel. The next one rolling up, 15-second rest, so we're going to get ready really fast today. Okay, so pulling the towel apart, keep the spine straight, squeezing the shoulder blades together while you remain pulling that towel apart. Okay, so to keep the towel very close to the legs here. Complete.
Right.
Now we enter the calves with the shoulder raise. If you don't have any weights, that's okay. Just have the hands in front of the shoulders. Pushing on the big toes to get your power on the calves. And we're going to take the hands right up on every calf raise. Okay, so here we go. Nice and high on the big toe. The shoulders should get tight pretty quickly here from the towel row. Complete. Next up we have ski jumps from side to side. I'm going to show you the easier option. Okay, so you're going to start to rotate the chest, get the stepping motion ready, keep rotating the chest, and go. This is for low impact. Now a little bit faster, we're going to get a small jump from side to side, side to side. Push on the side of the butt cheeks to generate your power. Complete. Let's get down into a plank position on the mat. Okay, so level 1, we're going the easier option. The knees are down, otherwise the knees are off the ground. Keep the spine nice and straight, engaging the glutes, engaging the core. Now we have our squats, our tens. You may keep it at a regular squat, or you may jump for 10 seconds, alternating with 10. So follow with me. Okay, 10 seconds on the regular squat. Mixing the quads nice and tight, squeezing the glutes. And now 10 seconds of jumping squats. And back to a regular squat of 10 seconds. And let's jump again, 10 more. Time. Okay, lying on our back, my ab crunch, hold, leg drop. So the legs are right up, ab crunch hold, single leg drop, return back to the top. Not too fast, pushing the lower back down of course, controlling that. Okay, on our feet. Now we have a single hamstring deadlift. So one side for 20 seconds. Okay, so we're pushing the bum back, reaching down to the foot, working the hamstring there, squeezing the glutes to get you back up. Really focusing on that single hamstring here. Keep the hips stable. And over to the other side. Complete. Right. Now we have forward and reverse lunges. So I'm going to choose the right leg to be the stationary leg. 20 seconds. Remember, if you have any kind of limitations, you may stick to a reverse lunge. Otherwise, forward, back, Look down, make sure the knee is behind the toe here. Check it out. Check it out. Get ready to change and to the other side. Come on, keep it smooth. Keep it nice and fast as well. And there we have it, bringing us to number 10, frog squats. A lot of burning in the legs and the hamstrings about to happen. So nice and wide. Elbows pushing on the knees and pushing the bum up and dropping back down. You should feel your hamstrings pulling here a great deal. Okay, ladies and gents, well done. That's one round complete. Woo! Head rush, take it easy. We have our water break now for 1.5 minutes. I'll see you now. Enjoy your break, grab some water. Okay, so ladies and gents, tricep push up first. Okay, working a tricep, let's get ready. Down on the mat, hands next to the chest. Pushing the elbows forward. Let's go. Okay, so I'm going back to the easier option, putting my knees back down. You see you can play around with the different levels here. Okay, let's grab that towel. Okay, so aiming over, pulling the towel apart. Squeezing the shoulder blades nice and tight. Keep the weight on the heels at all times. Done.
Rest.
Okay, now we have calf raises with the shoulder raise thrusters. Remember the trick here on the calves to push really hard on the big toes. Let's go.
1.
Come on, push nice and hard on those calves. My shoulders are getting really tired here. Pushing as much as I can. Yes.
Right.
Now we have the side to side ski jumps, working the side of the glutes, the side of the hips. Okay, so I'm going to get the movement going, rotating the chest. I'm going to bring in some speed, a little bit of impact. And done. Let's get down on the floor for our plank next. Hands apart in that plank position. And let's go.
1.
Resting up.
Right.
What's next on the menu? Squats. 10 seconds, 10 seconds. Okay, so remember, if you don't want to jump, stay on a regular squat. Otherwise, let's go. 10 seconds, keeping it on the ground. Oh, I forgot to do the jumping, so I'm going to jump for another 20 seconds now. Let's go. Woo! 20 seconds of jumping is a lot. Okay, now we're lying back on the mat. Crunch hold position with the legs up. Ab crunch hold. Single leg drop. One at a time. Pushing the lower back down. Okay, where are we? Number 8. Single leg hamstring, 20 seconds per side. Opposite hand reaching down to the glutes, squeezing the glutes on the way up. Really pushing our bum back nice and far. Get the hamstring working. Changing sides to the other side. Let's go. Nice.
left,
Forward and reverse lunge coming up. Remember, one foot is fixed. You may also do a reverse lunge as an option. Okay, here's my fixed leg, stepping forward and reversing back. Stepping forward, reversing back 20 seconds. Okay, changing the foot, forward, back, you got it, keep it up. Take a break. One more left, frog squats, number 10. So we're going to go nice and wide, turning the feet open, knees on the elbows on the knees, pushing up, pushing up. Woo! 2 rounds complete. 1.5 minute water break. Enjoy your rest. Grab some water.
tomorrow complete.
Ladies and gents, round 3 coming up. Turning up the music for this round. Okay, tricep push up. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go.
1.
That's tough. Okay, get your towel. Pull this back rows, pull the towel. Pulling it nice and tight apart. Shoulders are back. Squeezing the shoulder blades. Let's go.
1.
Keep the weight on the heels. Continue just on the calves. Get that 40 seconds. Let's go.
1.
Nice and hard, come on. Push those big toes down. Okay, if you're too tired, keep continuing on the calves. So the shoulders are ready for some more. Yes. Now we've got the ski jump, another tough one from side to side, pushing on the bum cheeks. Patient chance, let's get down to some business. Let's go.
1.
Concentrate on the side of the bum cheeks here. Done. Plank position next. Hands apart on the plank. Squeezing the glutes and the core together.
1. Rest.
Now we have our squats. 10 seconds on each. Okay, regular squat for 10 seconds. Let's go.
1.
Ready for the jumping. Let's go. 10 seconds. And back to a normal squat. And jumping, let's go. Woo! Yes. Let's get back on the mat. Average hold position, legs are out straight. Let's go.
1.
Pushing the lower back down, please.
Rest.
Okay, we have 3 more left. Single leg hamstrings. And let's go.
1.
Okay, get ready to change over. And the other side, let's go. Okay, forward on the reverse lunges next. Okay, stepping forward, reverse, come on, keep it up. Nice and fast, let's go. Okay, we are ready to change to the other side. Come on, nice and quick, keep it up, nice and fast. 10 more seconds. Woo! One more left, ladies and gents, just the frog squats, number 10. Almost there, keep it up. Feeling nice and tired. Okay, feet apart, elbows on the knees, and go.
1.
Yes!
Rest.
Give yourself a round of applause. Grab some water, have a rest.
Session complete.
Okay, calming down now, a little bit of stretching, let the heart rate come down, let's give the body a little bit of love. So, before we get down to the mat, we're going to stretch the triceps first. So we're going to take the tricep, pulling it back, nice and tight, feet close together, and then we're going to lean out to the side. So we really want to target this area, including a tricep. Okay, now we're going to pull it back, we're going to push out to the side. Okay, let's get down to some business. So we're going to stretch out the calves next. So we're going to keep the arms right side straight, toes into the ground. Now we're going to lean back towards the heels, stretching the calves. Now we're going to drop the one knee down, so we're stretching the one side only. And then to the other side. Okay, and relax. Keep the arms straight. Now we're going to take the knee under the chest, any side as you can. Down onto the elbows. And we're stretching the side of the bum cheeks here. A little bit of the inside of the thigh as well. Okay, straightening out the arms, we're going to change over the leg. Then relaxing out. We're going to stretch the tummy now. So turn the feet out to the side. Make sure you're squeezing your bum, your glutes when you lift up. Gently for 5 seconds. Let the tummy pull and then stop. And then relax. Breathe. One more time. Reminder to squeeze the glutes first. And relax. Now we can turn around onto our back. We're going to take the leg over. We're going to grab the knee, pull the knee towards the chest. If you can't reach, you can also grab under. That's okay. Okay, now we're going to change up to the other side. Pulling the knee into the chest. Now we're going to drop the legs down to the floor, hands are out. We're going to rotate the hip as much as you can while the leg drops right over to the side. Okay, let's bring it over to the other leg. Remember to rotate those hips as much as possible first. Okay, now we're going to slowly stand up. Oh, let's do hamstrings. One more down on the floor. Hands behind the knees, pull the leg right back, and then let's get 10 reps on the foot pump against the top hamstring. And 10. Okay, to the other side for 10 reps against the top hamstring. 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do another one while we're on the mat for the back. So we're going to be in a square position. I'm looking for 5 reps here. So we're going to push the shoulder blades nice and high up to the roof, looking down, and return back to the center. So pushing up nice and high. Back to the center. 3 more. standing up. Now we're going to stretch out the quads, knees together, pulling back nice and hard. Okay, over to the other side. And that brings us to one more stretch, the front of the shoulders. So hands behind the back. Pull the shoulder blades open first. Get the hands nice and tight. Ankle over, the hands right up to the roof. And relax. So thank you ladies and gents. Once again that was a little crank on the heart rate. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned. We'll be catching up very soon. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.